3 contenders who should look to sign Paul Millsap in NBA free agency. Veteran Paul Millsap has been met with a slow-moving market thus far in NBA free agency. While a flurry of moves has been made and plenty of veterans have been scooped up by contending teams, he remains a free agent. At 36 years old, Millsap is coming to the end of the road for his NBA career. He has seen his minutes per game decrease in 4 consecutive seasons as the Denver Nuggets began moving in a different direction in their front court. Despite the decrease in playing time, as he averaged only 20.8 minutes per game, he was still productive. He scored 9.0 points per game with 4.7 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0.9 steals and 0.6 blocks. While not eye-popping, they are pretty similar to the numbers that he has put up for 36 minutes in his career. While Millsap has been holding out for a mid-level exception, he would provide excellent value on a veteran's minimum deal should he not receive the kind of money he is looking for. The ability to play both frontcourt spots, provide veteran leadership and experience and knock down the occasional three-pointer are all things that contending teams could use. Which teams could look into signing Millsap? Here are 3 contenders that should still consider signing the Louisiana Tech product in NBA free agency. Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics need help in their front court. Even after bringing Al Horford back from the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Kemba Walker deal, the Celtics need more depth there, especially at power forward. With Evan Fournier leaving in free agency to sign with the New York Knicks, the Celtics may have to use Jason Tatum more on the wing than in the front court. Josh Richardson will help soak up some minutes there, but he could be used in the backcourt along with Dennis Schroeder. Tristan Thompson was also traded away this offseason in the 3-team deal that landed Chris Dunn in Boston. Bruno Fernando was also acquired in that deal, but having a veteran such as Paul Millsap would certainly ease the concerns at power forward. Going into a season with Grant Williams as the leading candidate for minutes at power forward, if Tatum isn't deployed there and Horford is used at center, isn't ideal. Adding Millsap to the mix would provide Ime Udoka with a veteran that would help on both ends of the court. The power forward spot is really the last thing the Celtics need to fill on their roster. Millsap is capable of providing solid defense and a little bit of floor stretching for 18 to 22 minutes per game. Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets are going to continue filling their roster out with veterans looking to chase a ring this offseason. They added 5 players in the 2021 NBA draft to help replenish some of the depth that they lost, but it is unlikely all 5 play significant roles this offseason. If they do, that means one of 2 things. Either the Nets found some excellent diamonds in the rough and have some steals on their hand, or they suffered a lot of injuries. Relying on rookies is a risky proposition, so adding another established veteran in Paul Millsap would be a sound strategy. Millsap can help provide depth in the front court where the Nets don't have much of. With Jeff Green moving on in free agency, the team is left with James Johnson and Blake Griffin to soak up front court minutes along with rookie Daron Payne and Nicholas Claxton. It is unclear if DeAndre Jordan, who was glued to the bench at the end of the season and received 0 minutes in the playoffs, will be reinserted back into the rotation or not. Millsap could help at both front court spots, offering relief at power forward and center. His defense would also be a welcome sight, as the Nets struggled to stop anyone on defense last season, especially frontcourt players. The chance to compete for a title would also be a selling point for Millsap, as the Nets are as well positioned as any team to raise the Larry O'Brien Trophy following the season. Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls did an excellent job of upgrading their roster. The process began at the trade deadline when they acquired Nikola Vucevic from the Orlando Magic. Having 2 All-Stars in place in Vucevic and Zach LaVine, the front office set off to upgrade the roster around them, and that is exactly what they did. Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan were both acquired in sign and trades from the New Orleans Pelicans and San Antonio Spurs. Alex Caruso was signed away from the Los Angeles Lakers, giving the Bulls a revamped backcourt and wing rotation. Lauri Markkanen is still available in restricted free agency and could return some assets as well. As things are currently situated, the only thing the Bulls are really missing is some depth at power forward, which Paul Millsap can provide. Right now, Patrick Williams is the only player listed as a power forward that is under contract. It is imperative that the Bulls add some depth there, and the experienced Millsap is an excellent target. He would bring 129 games of playoff experience along with him and provide an excellent mentor for Williams to learn from. His ability to play either spot in the frontcourt would make him an interchangeable piece in the rotation for Billy Donovan as well, as he could play alongside any one of the Bulls' other frontcourt players. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.